Rookie of the Year candidate Donovan Mitchell led the Jazz in scoring and leads them into a first-round meeting with the Thunder. Russell Westbrook did it again. Averaged a triple-double for the season.
The late, great Butch Lewis right there.
How deep a run.
Didn't they just give him $200 million? He can't afford a shirt.
Talented but inconsistent OKC team making the 18 playoffs.
Come on, man. That's, you know, he good as he is, man, he can wear whatever the hell he wants to.
At least he ain't got that same taco meat you got.
All right, the Jazz and the Thunder a half hour from now, called by Ian Eagle, Brent Barry, and Dennis Scott, as we welcome you back to Studio J in Atlanta and TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson and Kenny and Charles and Shaquille O'Neal. So you've been hopping back and forth from TNT to ABC and now back here to TNT. You're going to see the Jazz and the Thunder in the opener of that series, followed by the Timberwolves and the Rockets in the 1-8 matchup in the Western Conference. We want to pick this game apart, Oklahoma City and Utah, and let's use Dennis Scott to do that also, because he's going to be working the sidelines of that game at the Peak tonight. 3D, you know, it has been a while since Utah won a game in Oklahoma City, Halloween of 2010. But Utah has really played good ball on the road as of late. They've won 15 of their last 17. What's the feeling on the Jazz opening up on the road here?
Well, Ernie, after talking to Quinn Snyder, the Jazz feel very confident that they can come into this building and win ball games. Like you said, Gobert's back. He's tearing the defense down low, but it's been the ball movement and Ricky Rubio knocking down jump shots and sharing the basketball. So it'll be very interesting how this team comes in and gets off to a fast start tonight.
Well, you know, Dennis, I think this is just an awful matchup for the Jazz personally, because with Rudy Gobert back there, that's going to open up Steven Adams to dominate on the offensive glass, because he tries to block everything. How are they going to do that and keep Gobert in the game and keep Adams off the boards?
That's a great question, Chuck. After talking to Quinn Snyder once again, they want Rudy Gobert to be aggressive and obviously protect the rim, but pick his spots and not try to block every shot so it doesn't get in foul trouble. So that being said, Billy Donovan wants to keep Russell Westbrook and Paul George in attack mode so they can get in the paint and try to get to the rim and try to get him in favor of the foul trouble for that question.
3D, I don't need the analytics. Did you look in Donovan Mitchell's eyes and you see if he's ready or not for me?
Well, Kenny, after looking at Donovan Mitchell, he looked like he's ready to go. There's no deer in the headlights in his eyes. He's ready to go. And Quinn Snyder said something very interesting, Kenny. We know most coaches do not allow rookies to kind of run the show. Since the All-Star break, they have given Donovan Mitchell the basketball and let him make good mistakes. That doesn't sound normal to most basketball minds, but now here in the playoffs, they believe he will make the right decision in the fourth quarter.
3D, thank you very much. It's not very loud in there, is it?
Hey, it's very, very loud here. Shaq, turn things down, please.
Shaq's DJing on the side of it.
Oh, they make some racket there in Oklahoma City at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Last two head-to-head meetings in our Auto Trader player comparison, Donovan Mitchell and Russell Westbrook both lighten it up. Look at Mitchell shooting 61% in the last two against Oklahoma City.
That's amazing.
The Thunder did take 3 out of 4 during the regular season, and we did point out that a 14-game losing streak at Oklahoma City for the Utah Jazz. So he doesn't like the matchup. Charles doesn't like it for Utah. What do you make of it?
I mean, from the Oklahoma City side or from the Utah side?
No, just the matchup overall. He says it's not a good matchup for Utah against Oklahoma City. What do you say?
I agree with everything you said. You know, Rudy Gobert is a dominant shot blocker. And when you have that shot blocking mentality, you try to go for everything. And Steven Adams is a monster on the offensive boards. You know, a guy like that, you know, sometimes you have to face guard him to block him out. But on the OKC side, I would like to see, because they definitely have a 1-2 punch, but they actually have a 2.9 punch, and the 0.9 being Carmelo Anthony. I would like to see him, dominate all these series, because I think they believe that they definitely can make it to the finals. However, Carmelo has to be the old Carmelo. I'm talking 20, 22, 23 points per game.
The X factor is this, Ernie, to me. Ben Simmons said, I'm not very good, I'm special, yesterday. He said, I'm gonna show you I'm special. And Donovan mentioned today we're gonna see if he's special or he's just a very good player. Because to play against this team in this environment, opening round, you have to be special to play well in game one. And we'll see how that looks. Because throughout this season, we've seen him have special moments. But the regular season, you make your name. The playoffs, you make your fame.
You know, Ernie, it's interesting because Gobert is a great shot blocker, probably Defensive Player of the Year. But there's nobody on Oklahoma City he has to guard because their three best players are all perimeter players. And if Russell's going to be coming at him full speed, which is going to open up things for Steven Adams. This is just a great matchup for OKC.
OKC got 48 wins this year.